Suspicious, and welcome to the Bailey Banter. I'm Genya with Natalie.
Hi, and this is take two.
Take two, episode 49 and a half.
So we just recorded the entire video and I did not hit the record button. So here we go. All right. So welcome Suspicious to the Suspish squad. No, to the Bailey Banter.
Absolutely. You're part of the Suspish squad. As we regroup.
Yes. And today is going to be a true Bailey Banter. And also we're going to go over some of the things that are going on in the group, such as I think we're looking for new teammates, right?
Yes, absolutely. We would like to welcome anybody who is interested in becoming a mod to join our group. It's fun. We have a great group already, but we want to expand it out. It's not a whole lot of commitment time. It's an hour. If you want to spend more time in it, we would appreciate it. You get to pick a day to help with managing the group page for a day. But we also want you to help with the challenges, help with when we do big events. And if you have the finesse and you know how to do video editing, you can help with doing the Bailey Banter and also put together anything else that you want to do. Obviously, you can do lives.
Yes.
And anything else that you would like to bring to the page, because that's what we're here for. We want to keep the engagement going. And so that's what we're looking for. Some, uniqueness and personalities and, somebody that fits within our group and wants to have fun, because that's what we're here for.
Yes. And also, I mean, if you don't know any of these things, like this is a really good opportunity to learn. Like we were talking about in the last video that I didn't record, that like what we've learned so far, we teach each other how to do things. So like before I started, this is, with the Suspish squad, I didn't know anything about YouTube or how to edit a video or anything about marketing or, having an online presence. But now, I mean, what we've learned in a year is crazy. There's just so much that when you think about how easy it is for us to kind of like record something, edit it, put it out there. Those are skills that you'd be surprised that you can obtain and learn through the Suspish squad. So if you're looking to kind of learn how to market yourself or kind of how to have an online presence or how to edit a YouTube video or how to do any of these other little things that we do all the time. Right now there's an opportunity to join this Suspish squad. And on top of that, if we support, I was going to say Suspish.
A Natalieism.
Natism, yeah. So if you have like a local business or if you're, we support MLMs, if you have a small business yourself, or if you're just trying to just market who you are, maybe a makeup artist or something. We do have challenges and giveaways that you can also take control over, and you could be in charge of the challenge and you could be in charge of the prize that's given away, and things like that. And it doesn't take much. And I think what we do, because remember, all of this is Suspish squad, the team, we're all coming from all walks of life. We're all over the country. We all have different things that we do for a living and stuff like that, and different lives, but we kind of all figured out how to manage the group, and we want to grow the squad. We want to grow the tribe. I mean, it's just a good opportunity for someone to be a part of the family.
And you really become a family too, as part of the group. I mean, we have a lot of camaraderie between us. We share jokes, we share our lives. It's a good backbone. I mean, when you're having a bad day, you don't want to go home to your significant other, or if somebody's not available, you have somebody to turn to.
Right. Don't murder anybody. Just come onto the group. Okay.
We got your back. Always. We got your back.
We got your back. We got the bail money. It's okay.
There is a little monetary
Yeah.
we ask that everybody, you know, take a prize a month or whatever, but it's not huge. I mean,
No.
you know, you see what the prices are, you see what, you know, people give. So it's not like we're going to break the bank.
No, exactly. You're like providing what you're getting back is so much more. I mean, we really go all out for our team and celebrating each other and just supporting each other. You know, we've had we also have I think we have also an extended team outside of the actual team that looks out for even us.
Absolutely.
But yeah, it's we want to grow. We want to have a bigger team. We want to kind of like, you know, we're back in the green.
Yes, and we've been green for like almost 2 months now. So congratulations to all of you for understanding how that works and being, you know, appreciative and cognizant of what's available to be posted, and, you know, not being upset if something doesn't get posted, because it's not that we don't want to approve it. I mean, we look at stuff, we love it. It's just that Facebook is got their rules. So there's stuff that we can't approve.
Yeah, no, exactly. And I think everybody is fully aware, and we have people come into the group all the time saying like, you know, I don't get this in other groups. Everybody, this group is just so aware, self-aware of how it comes across and how the members treat each other. And we do not tolerate any negativity. We will stick our nose in anywhere, like if there is something going on.
Yeah, and everybody, knock on wood, it's been great. We love to see how supportive everybody is of everyone else. And it doesn't matter. I mean, just quick circle into the challenges. Our challenges are not based on talent. And our winners are picked at random. And I don't know any other group that does it that way, where it's a random. I mean, because that means you can put yourself out there. Your makeup doesn't have to be perfect.
No.
It is a confidence booster. You can win fabulous stuff, and you don't have to be an epic makeup artist.
No.
And it's empowering. I mean, how awesome is it that you tried to the best of your ability? You don't have to be Kim Kardashian or Bailey. You know, you don't have to be on that level. You can be Joe Blow from down the block and still win fabulous stuff. Like I said, I don't know any other group that does that. I've seen other groups where it's based on likes.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's awesome, but it's not random. And so you're like, oh, I'm not as good as that person. I can't do that. It's not that. It's you try your best to your ability. Nobody's faces are the same. Nobody's skin is the same. You can't, not everybody can do that. Not everybody has the money to invest in that makeup. I don't have those colors. I don't have that type of stuff. We understand that. It's not that you need to do that full thing. It's open to your interpretations. 99% of our challengers. Yes, we do other stuff that is next level, where that is a different prize. That is a different, you know, thing. And those prizes are, you know, on different levels. And then the competitions are usually on different levels. And those are not the monthly ones. The monthly ones are flat out your interpretation of this look. And it's an even playing field. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah. Because I mean, when somebody goes live, I love just watching their process. It has nothing to do with the degree of experience or anything. I just love the fact that somebody is taking some time out to show us what they do. And I love connecting that way with somebody. It's just beautiful. It really is.
And you pick up, it's amazing what you can pick up from just watching somebody do stuff. I mean, the way I do my makeup is different than the way somebody else does their makeup. I mean, I put on my lips usually first because I want the balance of the rest of it. And I can't get that balance without seeing my lips. And I know, you know, most people put on their lips very last. It's like, it doesn't pull everything together. I need to be able to, when I'm doing my eyes, I need to have color on my lips first, but that's just me. That's something you would see me doing in a live, that I put on a color, and that's, it may work for some people, it may not work for others. So show us what you got. It's not to be negative or you did this wrong or you did this right. It's just,
no one's going to critique you.
I do it, and this is what works for me.
Exactly. No one's here to critique anybody. We're all here to support each other.
I might want to try that.
Yeah, and it's fun. I think when you go live, you kind of walk away saying, wow, that felt good. Like there's a sense of accomplishment internally, saying like, I put myself out there and everything went really well and positive, and the feedback was positive, and it helps members. So, if you're thinking about doing a live, do it. Trust us. We are very trustworthy. We will have your back.
Mine would be at 5 o'clock in the morning all the time. And, then I'd have to be dressed when I do it. Cause most of the time I'm sitting in a towel or something, And...
So now, quick question. So let's chat a little bit about Bailey. So I really can't ask you, well, maybe I can build on the questions I asked you before. Okay. So we discussed about her first murder mystery and makeup that she's ever done. Do you remember which one that was?
No.
It was Chris Watts.
Chris Watts. Yeah.
Chris Watts. I think there's a video of her. If you remember before she did Murder Mystery, I think you liked her Get Ready With Me videos.
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching the progression of her. Because I picked out some early ones, and I started, because you got to go to YouTube, and I was trying to sort and then pick different hair colors and then different lipstick. I don't look good in a nude lipstick, so I'll,
Why do you say that? I'm sure you look gorgeous in nude lipstick.
No.
No,
I have a tough time pulling off a real nude lipstick, so I don't watch as deeply onto some of her nude ones because I'm like, I can't pull that off. Or if I do it for a look, then I'll usually throw on another color afterwards because it doesn't.
All right. We need to do a challenge right now. Not now, but a challenge for the group. We should do a Suspish nude. We've done Suspish red lips. Yep. We should do a Suspish nude because I'm sure you look amazing with new. And now I need to see it. Now I need you to post a picture of you.
Write that down. We'll do a Suspish nude.
Chris Watts was her first. Your favorite makeup look of her during a murder mystery makeup? Do you have one?
I like her grungy looks. I really like the blacks,
like the smoky eyes.
Well, most of hers are all smoky. I mean, that's kind of her thing. But when she does black, she uses black. That showcases her talent. Yeah. Because black eyeshadows are impossible to work with. They are so messy.
Yeah. They're not forgiving. They give zero fucks.
No. I mean, you look at it and go, oh, that's going to be so easy. And it's like, oh my Lord, I'm a hot mess. Yeah. I will use blacks to darken up, the corners of my eyes, but to try and do a full on black eye. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely remember, before she did murder mystery makeup, there was a video of her driving in the car, and she was verbally discussing, I think it was one of her vlogs, and she was talking about, because you remember before murder mystery makeup, she was sitting in her room, there was a bed behind her, and she kind of didn't have the whole setup yet. Okay. And she was just get ready with me. She had white hair at one point, blonde hair, it was early. And I remember she was driving in the car, and she's like, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know where my talent lies. I don't know. I love makeup. And she's going through the process in her brain. She's like, I love this. And then during the video, she kind of hints at liking also detective work. So, and then the next thing that happens is she decides to actually do her makeup while she reads what she wrote about Chris Watts. And Genya and I were discussing before on our last video, that I think she's got an amazing memory, because there is no way that I see that girl actually reading a story.
I agree. She has to do a lot of research, and she's got to have a memory that is almost like that photogenic, wherein when she reads it, but she watches a ton of it.
Yeah.
She watches, she goes down the rabbit hole and watches a ton of videos and footages and all that kind of stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
So she maintains all of that. I mean, I watch it, I enjoy the story, and I lose them all until I catch parts of it, and then they come flooding back to me. So, I'm the in the moment person.
Do you remember who was the killer that she called the female Hannibal Lecter?
We just talked about her, and I don't remember what her name was.
Catherine Knight.
Knight.
And she was the one that served her.
She almost served her husband up to the children.
That's a
yeah. That just cracks me up as we're going into the holidays, and I'm thinking, we're getting together for Christmas dinners. I'm like, oh, here we are.
It's true.
What are we having for dinner? Your father.
What was the other one that she did? My favorite is, and we've spoken about this before, my favorite is Ed Gein, because I feel like she was very quirky and herself, and she was funny while she was discussing it. Mm-hmm. The other story that I think that she really shined in was the Aqua di Fana.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
That one is a good one. I mean, the story in general is just, I've got the one poster that, we showcased, and that, so I've got that up in my office, and every once in a while someone comes in, oh, that's really cool. What is that? I'm like, seriously?
Never heard of Aqua di Fana before Bailey. Never even thought about it.
Yep. And so people, I'm like, do you want me to Google it for you? And they're like, yeah.
Why do you know this information?
They're like, but it's a really cool picture.
Join the Suspish squad.
Favorites are when she kind of hits on current or more recent cases that are in the news, because she always finds the quirky facts that mainstream media doesn't pick up on per se. Mm-hmm. And she brings them into the story and has that little twist to them that you go, oh, I didn't really think about that before.
Well, you remember the Lori Vallow case? The one where the Vallow case. So she did, it's famous. Like she was doing her makeup, and she had a chart. It's the one where she has the big chart with the pictures in the video. And I think the thumbnail to the video has her like biting her lip. So she's trying to help us follow the story. So she's got pictures and a chart, and she's got graphs and stuff. And at one point she just stopped doing her makeup. She's like, I ain't doing makeup right now. We're just going to go over the story. What else is going on in the group that we need to talk about?
Well, we've got the challenges. We're in December. Mm-hmm. We're 2 weeks into it. So we've got 2 looks going out already. We just dropped the 3rd one. So the first week was the December movie. The second week was Dollface.
Ooh, okay.
And then the current week is, Christmas. I think anything Christmas. Yeah. Okay. And then as we go into the next week, we're going to celebrate the new year. So that'll be our 4 weeks for the year. Instead of doing it after the new year, we're going to let everybody work on their New Year's looks for New Year.
Okay. I can't wait for New Year's. I can't wait. I know people say, oh, I can't wait to start my New Year's resolution and all this stuff. And I just need it to kind of change over. Like I'm ready.
I think everybody's over 2022.
Thank you. Right? I think we're just done with it. We're over it. We survived it. We're going to make it through.
The current episode, and
What was that about? I didn't see it yet.
The twins. She did an episode on 16-year-old twins. And I think it's the closest she's ever come to doing kids.
Yeah.
Because she really shies away from doing anything. That's why I think my take is she hasn't done like John Bonet.
Yeah. And I never thought of it that way. I never even picked up on that she just never did a kid. Like she never, you're right.
No. So there's two twins. And they seem like perfectly wonderful girls. They are like straight A students.
Mm-hmm.
And Jazz and Taz, they ended up living with their great grandma, not their grandmother, because mom had them when she was really young. And so mom still wants to party. So, and a lot of it happens, so grandmas are, a big part of it.
Right.
And as mom gets a little bit older, she decides she wants the kids back. And so they go and they do this back and forth thing with the kids. And all of a sudden the kids turn 13-ish. And they're not digging this at all. And all of a sudden they start getting angry and start acting out. Their grades start tanking. And they on the outside, they seemed like they've got it all. So it's not like they're coming from a background. It sounds like, where it's a hardship with money or anything. It sounds like they had everything that they could possibly want from the outside. Right. Twins. Oh, so they're beating up their mom when they have to go to stay with her, and one of them's a biter, and the cops are called numerous times, and they've been into court. They decide to go back to grandma for a short time because it's not working out, and they're like, hey, this is cool, we know when we misbehave that we get our way, we're going back to grandma. A lot of it's typical teenager. That's really what okay. Are they bad or are they teenagers? They're 16 years old. Mom pulls them back again, and this is all happening in the Atlanta area. Okay. So she pulls them out of the school that they're in, puts them in the school that she wants it, like 20 miles away. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, mom's dead. The cops come. Well, one of the daughters comes running out of the house, flags down a cop, and says, we came home from school and found my mother dead. Goes in to investigate. Well, it's not just dead. She's like dead, and it's a bloodbath inside. Well, she was stabbed 80 times.
Oh my God. Oh.
And so they take these two girls in and they're questioning them, and they come across as innocent, and they're crying and they're consoling each other and all this kind of stuff, but they're wearing mittens. Okay, first of all, they're in Atlanta. Who wears mittens in Atlanta? I'm sorry. I suppose it happens, but I'm in Minnesota and we're living in, 3 days of snow. So right. wearing mittens in Atlanta just kind of, I shook my head at that. So long story short, they asked the girls to take off the mittens, and they have like scratches on their hands. And they're like, oh, well, we were fighting with each other. Mm. They ended up confessing. They did it. And they got 3 different sentences each. And they're locked up for 30 years.
Oh, so they're going to get out at like 43. Mm-hmm. 40 under. Yeah. Wow.
And they're going, well, are they just a product of, are they bad, or are they product of being, pulled back and forth between the mom and the grandmas? And
right. So I got to watch that. I didn't watch it yet, but that's interesting because that's pretty intense. I mean, that's a crime of passion. And if
that's what they said. It was a crime of passion, pretty gorgeous teenagers
who always got whatever they wanted. And,
mm-hmm. And grandma seemed to dote on them, but
what did grandma do? Like, what was her reaction?
She didn't really touch on grandma. The great grandma was the one who was raising them and seemed to be doing very well with it. And then the regular grandma, the mom's mom, she's kind of started sticking her nose into things and seemed to fuel the fire, it sounds like.
Yeah. Wow. I gotta watch that. All right. I'm gonna do that tonight.
But it, you know, it goes into that whole babies having babies and not having the mentality to be the authoritative figure.
Yeah.
When a child needs it. And then when you try to do that authoritative figure, when they're older, they're bucking it. That's kind of what, you know, Bailey was saying, you know, so are they teenagers doing that, or it's interesting. And I don't know, but they did it.
Well, yeah, I think that's a point, definitely a good point where if foundation is not laid early enough, there could be some major behavioral issues, especially with authority. But stabbing somebody 80 times seems excessive.
A little bit.
Because I don't like authority, and I don't go around stabbing people 80 times.
No.
I would ruin my nails. Genya, I can't.
Did you get them done again? They're not crazy red.
Exactly. It's just not worth it. Blood would be everywhere. It's a mess. I hate cleaning. No.
It stains. You know, just remember to be nice to everyone. And if you're not, you're going to get booted.
Bye. Exactly. Yes, we are very protective over our members. We always try to do the right thing. You may not agree with it, or you may not understand it at the time, but there is an assessment process when we do make a decision to either remove something or if something is not allowed. So if you have any questions, just reach out to the teammates. And remember, we are currently looking for teammates, extra teammates, and we want to grow the squad.
Yep. Laureen Campbell is the one who's got the post up, so jump into that, search it in the group, and make a comment on it, and we'll reach out to you. So
yes, come and join us. Absolutely. Oh my God. So thank you for doing this episode number 49.
Can't believe we're going to be at 50 for the new year. That's awesome.
We're getting old.
No, we're still young. Everybody have safe and happy holidays.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and well wishes to the 2023.
We'll see you then. All right. Bye.